Video we've been showing you all morning and last night too of that plane falling out of the sky at Cottman in the Boulevard coming from the Northeast Airport. The impact causing that massive fireball is what it looked like and what it was really, and the devastation that followed that just so shocking to see in such a densely populated area of Philadelphia. Just to rehash, it happened between 6 and 6:30 last night. A medical transport plane with 6 people on board, including a child. Just to rehash, it happened between 6 and 6:30 last night. A medical transport plane with 6 people on board, including a child. Just to rehash, it happened between 6 and 6:30 last night. A medical transport plane with 6 people on board, including a child.
And right to the breaking news this morning. Hundreds of first responders desperately searching D.C.'s Potomac River right now for any survivors after a plane operated by American Airlines subsidiary PSA collided with an Army Black Hawk helicopter.
As investigators work to determine what brought down that passenger plane in Alaska that left 10 people dead. Tonight, we're hearing from friends and family members of the victims.
The investigation into a Navy fighter jet crash. The pilots ejected before the plane went down in the water off San Diego.
Also breaking tonight, we're getting new information on yet another tragic plane crash, this time in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Terrence Lee is here with what we have learned today. Terrence?
Scott, we're just learning that one of the jets involved belonged to Motley Crue's Vince Neil. He was not on board. Let's clarify that right up front. But this afternoon, when Neil's private plane landed at Scottsdale Airport, it veered off the runway and then slammed into a parked Gulfstream jet.
Begin with these harrowing new images tonight of that Delta jet crash at Toronto's Pearson Airport. Investigators are now reviewing this new video of Delta Flight 4819 making a hard landing on the right landing gear right there, erupting in flames and then thick black smoke.
You may see huge black smoke plumes of smoke coming from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
The fire and plane crash were all part of a larger training exercise. Channel 2's Steve Gelbach shows us how first responders make the drill as real as possible.
Per federal regulations, the airport has to do this drill, this mass casualty event every 3 years and do it on a full scale. And that's what they did this morning with the first phase, the big fire trucks with the foam spraying, coming in to actually put the fire out on this mock-up, and they use real jet fuel. In the second stage, they move over with an actual hull of an old airplane and more than 100 volunteers, and they had smoke piped in, special effects makeup on some of the volunteers, more than 100 of them, some playing dead, some playing injured, and they had to do kind of a triage and this whole mass casualty event, bringing in partners and other people from as far away as Clayton County to treat this as an actual airplane crash.
Got here at 5 o'clock in the morning, got makeup done, and laid out in the sun and played dead for a little bit. It was great. It was great.
Fire, smoke, and injuries, making a simulated emergency feel as real as possible.
You want to make it real. It has to be real.
More than 100 people arrived at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport early Wednesday, where they were given injuries and assigned their fate.